guys, this is Charlie from Charlie's Awesome World of Adventures, and welcome back to day 11 of the 12 days of Christmas. We've got 2 more days left, so let's start off with day 11 with Moana 2. In this one, Moana gets a call from her answer as about our mysterious island boat that is cursed by a storm god called Nalo. However, if she breaks the curse, it can bring all the people of Oceania back together again. And so, with the help with Aoi and a new crew consisting of Lotto, Moni, Ni and Kelly, as well as her own animal sidekick, Hehe and Hoa, Moana must set off to this island to break Nalo's curse and reconnect the people once again. And now when you hear that we're getting a Moana 2 sequel, this should be exciting, right? However, there's something kind of concerning when Moana 2 was announced. Mainly because this wasn't supposed to be a movie, but rather for a TV series for Disney Plus. And since Disney's done that before with some of their direct-to-video sequels, and they haven't had the greatest reputation, many were worried of the same fate it would happen to Moana 2, especially since the critical reviews haven't been that great. Like, I don't think I've seen any that outright. I despise this film, but it is easily considered to be one of the weaker WDAS films. But honestly, in my opinion, I quite enjoy it. In fact, this might be a hot take, but it might even be better than its predecessor. So I'll have to think about that. But even though this ain't a perfect movie, it is solid for what it is. I mean, with the characters, because while I wouldn't say they're great in this film, they are decent for what they offer, and can be quite entertaining. Granted, some more development would have been nice on them, but since this was rushed into being a movie, it's hard to really blame them for lack of development. But I'd even if the characters' arcs felt outrushed, the same can't be said about the voice acting. In fact, I say the actors gave him more of a better performance here in this than they did with the original, or letting off the right emotions, and bringing their characters to life in new and exciting ways. Starting with the wayfinder of Montanui herself, for one, that is when the time to free the people and reconnect them. However, she does worry that this mission could be dangerous, especially since she's putting herself at big risk. However, unlike last time, it doesn't really go into what the consequences for Moana would be if she was to fail. Like it does a pretty poor job of setting that up. And just leaves Moana to be either lead and protagonist trying to save the day. At least alongside I'd help Harry's Maui. With Dwayne Johnson still giving an entertaining performance, when this tricks the demigod has new tricks of his lead. He's willing to help Moana, but does also try to protect Hector and keep it safe. But of course, Moana can't do this alone. As she's strong, I'm by Hey and Pua. What the animal sidekicks in the last film, honestly offer some of the better jokes. I won't say the humour is fantastic in this, but I was surprised to find out there were a lot of moments in the film that didn't make me laugh. As for the new characters, because this is what Eddie effective. This is where it's noticeable that this was supposed to be a TV series. In the film, it seems like they have solid as in that attitude. He's what. And also, it's the quick talking design. I know that's always looking to improve her craft. Only is the Mo Aoi fanboy, or he knows the legends of Montanui's past. And Kellic is the grumpy old farmer who's the most hesitant to be on the ocean. However, the film doesn't really give their personalities much time to shine. Yes, they're solid for what the film can deliver. But I feel like if we had a bit more time to know about them, then they would go from good characters to great. There's also Sinea, Moana's little sister, which makes Moana very hesitant about her journey, as she wants to be there for her new sister and keep her safe. I guess you can count as the main reason why Moana wants to do this mission to make a better life for her, and the relationship between those two is sweet, especially at the beginning. But seeing as Moana's mostly at sea for the entire film, those moments are very far and few between. And then there is Matangi. Honestly, while the marketing for this film was surprisingly decent, I do think they faltered when it came to marketing this character. From the trailers, it seemed as if she would be the villain of the feat, that tries to keep Moana away from the island and stop her from reconnecting with the people. But as she turns out to be just a typical reluctant assistant to the main villain, Nalo, though, who I will say, while we don't get much of who he is, it does sound like he would be an interesting antagonist, and if they end up doing a third film, I'm sure all will explain and learn a lot more about who he is and what his motivation is. Next, there's the songs. While Lin-Manuel Miranda didn't return to do these songs, since he was busy on writing the songs for Mufasa the Lion King, I can't say these songs are bad. I know people have called them inferior to the original, but while I can't say that on par, I can still say they are pretty good. Yes, it's noticeable with most of them that they are trying to copy the feels of the original songs. However, to their best, as they are able to make strong and enjoyable numbers. The film begins with We're Bad, which does a good job at reintroducing us to the world of Montanui and helps us catch up on what's happened since we our first start back in 2016. Then that's the big song of the feature, Beyond, and we're still asked Moana's doubts and struggles about going on this new adventure. Then it goes to what could be better than this, when Moana tries to get her new crew who invested with the adventure that's ahead of them. Then there's Get Lost, probably the most fun of the feature, song of the feature, as Matang. And he tries to help Moana in her own way. And finally, there's my favourite song of the feature, Can I Get to You, which is mainly like a training song. When Maui helps Moana prepare for the big battle against Nalo and his storm. While debatable if they're as good as the ones from the first film, they are still great numbers on their own. And some of them, like Beyond, Get Lost and Can I Get a G, who if a few lives would change, can work well as their own singles. Next, there's the story. Now, I can't really fault this story too much, as this was supposed to be a TV series, it's noticeable that there were some shortcuts taken to get it out. That I will say now that unlike the direct-to-video Disney sequels that has a similar problem, it does do a good job of making it feel like a full, complete feature, like giving it a proper beginning and a proper end. And it is hard to notice where an episode was supposed to start and where it's supposed to end. And however, I do feel like there's a lot missing within the story. There seems like the film wanted to have a lot to do with the story. And what the film delivers is pretty solid. I really like the idea of the story that they want to deliver. However, the problem is that it doesn't feel like it has enough time to do everything. It feels like it has to rush from one element to another, but to make sure everyone fit. What it does is do a good job of feeling more like a movie than a TV series. There are parts where it's noticeable where they're supposed to be. It would be either proper episodes for the series, like the opening 25 minutes is like the main setup, top to the series, and all the different obstacles would work as their own episodes. However, even for the other story, or it did falter to no fault of its own, I can't say the writing is all around bad. In fact, if given a few more tweaks, I'd say the story could be able to be even better than the originals. It clearly has a strong structure of how it wants everything to go. And it is noticeable, or that did try put in as much craft into this film, and to make it feel like a big long adventure. However, due to problems out of its control, it is noticeable that the story did get weaker. However, but even though the story is kind of noticeable that it can work as a TV series more than a movie, if you were to tell me this was supposed to be a TV series, then I didn't know that before, or I don't think I would believe you. Mainly because, well, the animation looks like one for a cinematic film. While it's hard to say if the animation is better or worse than the original, no, I can at least say that it still does look amazing. This is the main English show on the ocean. Well, not as prominent as the character as it was in the first film. It does still have a lot of life to it. It almost as if it's a character in itself. On top of that, the designs get a huge improvement in this feature. Not just with the characters, who still look great by the way, but all the different locations that we see on their adventures. As this is mainly with the giant clown that's supposed to lead to Motangi's lair. Which does look nice and has a lot of colour and creativity into it. On top of that, the character animation is highly creative and lively here. Expressing a lot of life and entertainment. This is especially shown with Motangi, where she kind of moves like a vampire in a way, able to help her bats. As that would make her seem like an interesting foe. Also, so the it does keep some of the original's animation spectacles alive, especially with Bowie's transformations, where they can be as dazzling to watch as they were on the original. It also does deliver some action scenes where, despite feeling rushed, the animators did make the most to make them feel intense, especially delivering the film a fantastic climax, which made the entire feature worth it in my opinion. Again, but the true highlight of the animation and what makes it a spectacle to watch are the musical numbers. As well, the songs are nice to listen to on their own. It's the animation that brings them to life. Making the most of the colour and creativity, and the different settings that they would take place to make them feel like their own music video, which can be the case with songs like Get Lost and Can I Get a Chee-Hoo. So overall, would this work better as an actual Disney Plus original series? Probably, but it still doesn't change the fact that the craftsmanship put into this feature was very admirable. Moana 2 is a solid and enjoyable sequel that does deliver what fans would want. And while it does feel a bit rushed with its story and doesn't give enough room for character development, it does make up for it with solid idea, great animation, strong voice acting, intense action, and still a great and fantastic soundtrack. And as for fans of the first Moana, I do think they'll definitely get some enjoyment out of it. While debatable if they will enjoy this more than the first will be up to them, I will say it's worth watching at least once to see that you saw it, and you can give your own opinion from there. Moana's back on a new adventure, and while debatable if it is her best voyage, it's still a solid and enjoyable one on its own, and that's why I'm giving this feature an 8 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!